welcome back to Avorion. I had to redo all of my graphic settings because this game apparently is struggling to save my settings every now and then. But in any case, let us play on. I have done a little bit of work, not a lot. I did encounter a few things. A few pirates and Zotan. Killed them, basically went on one sector ahead, found a bunch there like getting attacked, killed them all, salvaged them all like entirely. There's nothing left of them. And yes, let me show you guys here. Mainly I got all this from just salvaging a bunch of enemy ships. There's still, actually, I didn't see that one right there. Oh, I missed a lot in this one. Because, that's just a really small one. But in any case, I missed quite a lot in this sector. I did mine a lot, but I didn't ran out of time for the day. I couldn't really, continue on playing because I had to go help with stuff. And plus, I wanted to quickly go and help out on the foxhole map. Foxhole. That is a really fun game. I don't know if it's going to translate as much fun on a video, but it is really fun. I haven't been able to drive a tank yet, but still really fun. I want to get some trinium stuff. Now, I want to get some trinium mining lasers and stuff so that I can start mining a bit easier. Because I did finish out the previous sector, get over here, and then basically just fought. While I was finishing out the other sector, I had to fight a lot of Zotan and stuff. So I just salvaged their bodies, and their corpses, not bodies. I mean, not corpses either, the wrecks. This is not a fantasy game. This is a space game. Sci-fi. There are no corpses, and there is only one thing. That one thing is awesomeness. There's only wrecks. There is no corpses. There is only wrecks. The bodies are too small to even spot. That was a really weird thing I just said there. Preferably I wouldn't want to say it again. So don't try and force me. Because I probably won't say it again, but hey. We're mining. We got enough trinium for a while. That's 37. Basically, I got the credits by selling all the extra titanium and neonite and stuff that I had. The scavenged from the previous sector and all of the dead bodies. If I show you guys here, we were around, maybe over there actually. I believe it was over here though. There's actually still pirates in there, which is funny. There's another faction over there and everything, which is where I got the trinium from. Because apparently other factions have trinium, or rather a faction that was there had a bunch of ships with trinium. So whenever they die, which was rare, they dropped a bunch of trinium. But in any case, I should probably just continue on with exploring and continue on gathering supplies throughout, times when I'm not busy recording. Cut away some of the mining, which is a bit tedious. And sort of gets a bit boring to watch, doesn't it? But let's continue on. Let's just go for a little bit of a warping spree. See what we can find. But while we're waiting for warp engines to prepare the destination, let us mine. Whoa, there's a lot. I need to return to here. Actually, might be thinking of using some of the supplies, getting a bunch of what are they called? Mining drones together. Building a couple of really small mining drones that are just going to be effective for like a small amount of time, and then just using them to empty a sector like this one, which is rich in minerals. Basically just make them so that they have no night on, and then unleash them upon a sector and empty it of all its resources. And then once you're done emptying it of all its resources, then you start thinking about moving on to the next sector through gates, because they can't really go through warp like I do. So they're gonna cost me. Having a fleet costs quite a lot. Unless you want to manually fly each and every one of them back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Which, by the way, is not a lot of fun. Oh, would you look at that? Is asking me for help. The tube is asking me for help. Yes, it looks like a tube, so I called it a tube. Which one of you is firing the most irritating thing? None of you! Haha! Well, none of you can take down my shields, so... Happy days, you are all going to die. Hopefully I get a reward for this. And hopefully the person I'm supposed to be helping here doesn't die. That is not the way it's supposed to be. They're supposed to survive. They need to pay me. They need to survive, otherwise how are they gonna pay me? And then just take all the assets. It doesn't appear to be doing bad, you know. Oh wait, he's got trinium. Can I get you guys to kill him for me? Get the pirates, quickly kill him before I finish up, and hopefully I get a reward and, you know, all his goodies. Well, actually, this is. Ooh, I'm going down. Oh, right, you. 35,000. Ah, there's your home sector. Well, Federation negative 179 by negative 213. It's actually not that far away. It's these people. Not these people. Yes. See here, 39. So they're telling me that their territory spans all the way to over here. And that doesn't say it, but it does expand to somewhere around here. It's actually a different faction entirely, but their colors are the same. So is here, they're under control of that section. It's probably right around over here. So yes, it's not that far from home. Let's quickly pick up all this delicious goodies. This is actually one of the main ways you can make credits off of killing things. Grabbing all of the extra stuff that they had, and then using those in order to build better things. I'll sell them and then get a bunch of credits. You can do that as well. Ooh, actually almost hit my ship into that. Let's look at this planet. Everything's on max as far as I can tell, which is exactly why things are looking so beautiful. Let's quickly test something out here. Graphics. The bloom fixed. The bloom is fixed. It would appear. Because at one point the bloom was completely broken for me. Might be because I updated my graphics drivers and just forgot to reactivate that. Desync. That's going to require a restart of the game. Not going to happen. Well, everything looks beautiful. Beautiful. Very, very beautiful. But in any case, let's warp through the planet. Warp 10. Because it's nearly instantaneous. That was a Star Trek reference. For those who do not catch it, you can go Google it. You would probably find some explanation of it. But if you do get it, good. You watch Star Trek. Which is a really good space series. Really old now. Quite a few years old. I'm actually still trying to just find... Ooh, there's a turret factory over here. Which do sell turrets. Oh no, they don't. Sometimes they do sell stuff. What do I require? What type of turrets do they make? Oh. It's because they're neutral with me, then they don't really like me. They don't like me enough to do business with me. Not fun. They're mean. To that direction. And beyond. One funny thing about this game is you don't actually just fly in a straight line. It's constantly between sectors. They don't show it. Like one thing I would like is to actually have like a 3D map. Because right over here it's a flat plane. You can see the stars are a bit weird, like 3D-ness. Like you can tell that they are closer or further away by the way they move. But the problem is sectors also change in height. Ooh, this one's got a wormhole all the way back to over there. Ha, that's nice. And the wormhole's right here. I'm just ready to like, ooh, climb blaster. I am happy. I am happy. That is mine. That is mine. That is mine. No, no enemy ship. That is mine. Now it might not actually be an enemy ship, but it's still mine. Would have an enemy if he took it. Claim. You are mine now. Ha 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 ha. Except to these people because I like them. And plus, it's the same people who own this one. So if I can get them up to liking me, then I can start using their factory. Let's just see that there isn't any more here, because there could be. I've actually discovered this system. I don't know if you guys can remember that. That had 3. But that was a mass signature, and I had to kill a bunch of pirates for it. So then, now let's continue on. Actually, what I should be doing is looking for mass signatures inside this area, because this area will be of decent stuff, but I don't have a way of detecting them yet. Well, I do have ways, but I'm gonna have to remove some of my warp drive capabilities, and that sounds like a bad idea. What I could do is see here, alterance, looking for +2 alterance. This one gives me +1, this one gives me +3. So what I could do, put that one there, this one here. Actually, now I don't need this one, because I have enough turret slots now. And then I can put on a sensor without needing to take anything off. Exactly what I planned. I'm looking for a sensor with deep scanning range. remember correctly. Deep scan. That should technically allow me to find... Oh, there's one right there, right next to the sector. How nice. Hopefully it's a pirate sector, because I know pirate sectors have a ton of stuff in them. Ton of good things. A ton of good things. And pirates are weak, so I can just easily liberate it. Well, technically they would actually be able to destroy my shield my shields. The only thing is I can run away, so... that Bloom has kicked in. Bloom and Nebulas, apparently. They don't like each other. Let's use my normal scouting method for claimable asteroids. If this place has a claimable asteroid in it, I might just claim it, mark it up for later. Because I would like a mine soon. Sooner I can get it, the better. But it would not appear. I see a lot of neonite, but not a lot of anything else besides a few of these trinium rocks. I was actually hoping for a couple of claimable asteroids, like 2 or 3, but what would the chances have to be in order to do that? Oh, there's actually a ship right over here. What might you be made out of? Let's quickly just see here if there isn't any other mass signatures. I have to work through blindly, but eh. To the whatever that place is that I found. I don't even know. It says wreck, but I'm getting the feeling it's not just any wreck. Looks like a shipyard. Or should I rather say a former shipyard. Because it certainly isn't a shipyard anymore. The inertial dampener is actually working overdrive here. It's like I release it and it stops. Oh, that's a lot of neonite. Oh, it's nearly 2 million. That is amazing. I'm gonna be. I just cannot pass this up, guys. I cannot pass this up. No matter how long this takes. Oh wait, isn't that my subgenerator? I think my positioning might be off. Something weird is going on here. Look at where the damage is actually being applied to. See, I'm blowing up a block. Okay, I think it might have just. Yeah, it appears that it just fixed itself. The game has fixed itself. But this is a beautiful, beautiful place. I'm so happy I found this. Because this is so much neonite. Never had this much neonite in any of my 2 series so far. Mainly because I was too lazy to farm up, so yeah, there's that. 100,000 neonite. I barely even touched this thing. It's got like barely any of it. That is scary. Blast away, see if it's hiding anything important. No, nothing cool. Damn, this is like, how much was that? That was about 2,000 out of that one block. That's that part removed. I don't know why it's lagging, but it is lagging. It's like it's meant to be because I'm on an experimental build. I should probably top up with a stable build tonight. But my save is currently on experimental build, so that might not be such a good idea. Fine. I know I'm gonna get a lot from, which is this part right over here. Let's speed it up a little bit. Yeah, I should be a little bit impatient, but I need to wait. How much was that? That was 35,000 for one piece. ship is ridiculous. There's another 35,000 right there, maybe even more, depending. Maybe it's 47,000. Wouldn't mind if it is. But I haven't even removed any of it. Oh, how much was that? 49,000. Look at how much is still left. It's crazy. Just a tiny little bit craziness right here. So that was such a small piece, but it only gave me 1,800. Which is scary. I might have found a mother lode. I didn't know these things existed. But it turns out they do. And they're good. They're amazing. They give so much resources. I'm glad I decided to search for these things now. Otherwise I would have never found this. Never been stuck with minimum resources for so long. I can actually build a mine now if I sell some of this. Literally some of it, because I won't need all of it. And I certainly won't be able to use all of it on... I'll sell all... Well, I will be able to sell all of it. I'll be able to sell all of it, but I'll have so much credits that I can't even use it all. I might have to cut this thing open. I don't have enough salvaging lasers, though. Now, if I could deck my entire ship out with salvaging lasers, that would have been amazing. Because then I could have finished this thing in a matter of no time. That's 240k from 65. I barely wasted any time here. Barely even spent time here, in fact. I've actually just been on the one side. That's the other side, which is... it's just scary. Just looking around is kinda intimidating with all this nanite. Granted, if you look around, there is a lot of nanite, like, in every sector, but mining all this would take forever. So, salvaging it would take a few minutes, which is awesome. I might get... Well, I'm gonna get about 1 million nanite from this. A little bit over 1 million. But I only get 20% of it. So... Technically, I'm not going to make 1 million because I'm not getting 50% of it, so I'm going to make about 800,000 off this ship. I think 22%, and it was at 2.4 million, somewhere around there. So, if I really wanted to take my time, then I would have calculated how much I could have gotten from this and perhaps looked into increasing it somehow. But, video has to be made. And this was a mega find. We got a major fish here, like a 10-ton fish that we just caught. Well, actually, it's a lot more than 10 tons, but it's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. This thing is quite a lot more than 10 tons. More like 1 million tons or so. But it's in space, and weight is weightless. That was a really weird sentence. Weight is weightless. I'm hoping my mic didn't break again. I still don't know why it does that every now and then. But it has sort of like a... It might be a cable. It's not very well fastened or intact anymore. And that's causing that weird noise that was in the previous episode. Then I, by the way, re-uploaded without the noise. Because now people can actually watch it without needing to turn down the volume or anything like that. Though I had to remove the mic audio entirely. Because otherwise it would have been there still and been irritating. I don't want stuff like that on my videos. Oh, how many more of these are there? Okay, cool. Through that. There's so much. Finally gotten it down to 1.5k. Just as I destroy some, there's just more. There's more everywhere. This is an amazing find. I know I keep on saying it, but this is just ridiculous. I haven't actually ever found one of these things. 85,000 off of that spot. Damn. Oh, come on, pirates. Just disappear, please. I don't have time for you. Or the patience. I'll just go destroy them and then just continue on. Just fly at the pirates, destroy them, go back. Scavenge further. That is practically how I feel. Now, let me go and finish mining this. It's basically all I want to do right now. All I want to do for this episode is just finish mining this because it's just so good. I cannot turn it up. I don't want to forget where it is. I don't even want to risk it. It's partially the reason why I don't want to leave it until after I'm done recording and then scavenging it. But in any case, this is really exciting. Finding something with 2 million neonite on it. Pirates are still like millennia away. I can still take my time and salvage this entire object probably before they even get here. Well, technically not, but you know what I mean. Slightly exaggerated. By fact, I mean pretty much exaggerated. I have to blow my way through this. Damn, it's going slow. Loud, but slow. Get downsized. I'm getting downsized because I'm just like destroying parts. Making it harder for him to stop or do anything. And he's dead. Oh yeah, this is quite nice with titanium there. Get me. I'm really in the mood for scavenging right now. Anything is like, ooh, you've got titanium. Give it to me. Haha, I booped him. He revealed his side to me. That was a bad idea, because now I got a perfect view on a large broadside of a ship. My ship is really small and it has a shield. That, by the way, has never been defeated. Oh, this level I'm currently in, but the AI's ships are so weak. It's going a bit closer so I can start using those mining lasers. I'm waiting my power on. There we go. Ooh, I actually got resources? Like, what? So this, oh, it's because it's in their territory now. So I do actually give you payment for destroying anything inside their territory. So if there's pirates inside their territory and you destroy them, you get a reward for that. Whether they notice it or not, whether they're in the sector or not, you get a reward for it because of you taking out problems inside of their territory. Basically, they have sensors that detect like, oh, pirates are there, the ship is there, that ship take out pirates, we must reward them. Basically something along those lines. So yes, that's pretty good change, actually, because you would expect alien races to actually know what's happening inside of their own territories. Now, let me break through this one here. It seems less solid. But there is still about 1.2 million, 1.25 million inside of this thing somewhere. So we're gonna have to cut it open, but my weapons aren't actually for cutting, they're sort of like more for piercing, you know, for machine guns. They're more pulverizing the target than actually cutting it open. Let's see, what's on the other side of this door? Call it a door? Oh, it was just a large chunk. That was enough fun. Dude, I want to treat me better. Hate fever. Hate fever. I believe that's what the English word is for it. Yes. As far as I know. As far as I can remember. Where might they be hiding it? Oh, I see another one. Aha! Spotted you. Right over there. Sorry for that. And to sneeze. Yeah, that feels better. I'm no longer feeling, well, you know, like I have to sneeze. Aha, here's another few of them. A portion that looks like it's covering valuables. I like it when they look this way. Right over here. They usually cover them in armor and hull. Armored hull, because Even I do that, but instead of just covering certain bits, I cover my entire ship. So I'm a bit different from them. That was beautiful. Pushes down to 1 million. Where are they hiding that extra million? I must know. Give it me. Who's down there? Yes, there's a little bit more. I predicted correctly. Luckily I do know how the generation works. Random generator. Because if you don't understand how it works, if you know how it works, then you know how it tries to hide or protect certain things, like shield generators and stuff like that, which you want to salvage firstly. Let's see, is there anything inside of this thing? Oh, there was something, but I destroyed it. Damn. So I want to destroy the thing inside. Oh yes! That is pretty, really beautiful, guys. That is really beautiful. That was 18,000. It's a really small health bar. I don't think you guys are going to be able to see that in the recording. Some of these things only show a small health bar. Like to the point where I barely even see it. That one right there. I'm loving this station. So much on it. What's inside of there? Oh, nothing. Okay, so if there's nothing inside there, then where are they hiding the rest? I think I have my theories. Or it could just be the entire freaking mass of this hull. Let's just face it, this hull is massive. Blow up. Get off of my way. There we go. And I can get up to over here. This should be solid, but that is not. What are you revealing to me? Nothing? Really? Nothing? No, there's something right inside of there, because I just face it. Of course they would be hiding it inside small pockets like that one. Or not. I take that back, they were smarter than I predicted. Usually what I do is I hide my stuff that's most likely the center of mass, because that gives them the most ability to break through in order to find them, but the enemy's or the AI apparently likes to hide it literally everywhere. Yeah, this part is another decent part. Over here. Oh, I already cut into that. Damn, thought it was something new. Let's see if we can find any more of those armored hull blocks anywhere. Over there, there's no shiny piece. Maybe behind that? Nope. Okay. That's scary. Oh crap, it's already 42 minutes. In any case, see you guys in the next one. I'm probably gonna speed up this entire salvaging run. See you guys in the next episode, and goodbye.